This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Okay, so the Diddy trial, we'll do the updates on that real quick because it's coming to an end already. I mean, by next week, they should be wrapped with this trial. By the end of next week, they're just tying up details right now. I think we have another Jane Doe today, another person that's been a victim. We'll get into this. All right, so we got Diddy. Let's see. Okay. Let me go up to the top. And we'll read through this. So it says this is day 16, okay? And the jury comes in. The judge says, witness conflicts with other romantic partners. The government says that was with a colleague, not a girlfriend. Okay, so there's a docket that was filed to talk about maybe some conflicts with this witness. I think it was from, let's see, if necessary, make public arguments. It's lawyer jargon. The defense of multiple communications court evidentiary issues, but there are multiple public dockets on PACER. They're just referencing other cases, making sure that there's no objections to their witness. Okay, so Combs' lawyer says this is impeachment material. Judge says that these are assaults under Rule 608B. Shapiro, this is not 608B. We're happy to provide the proffer. Ex-proffer. Combs, Shapiro. We want to put in album art from Miss Ventura's Love a Loser video. I was going to ask that. Let's see. Judge, I don't. Okay, who cares about this? I mean, let's just get right to the witness. Because this is stupid bickering that goes back and forth. They're just trying to get things out. And listen, the jury already is making up their mind right now. Okay? Like, you'll get the closing arguments, which is like a summary. And that's it. Okay, so the jury's coming in. First, we wish to enter some exhibits into evidence. Jury A, search Two-Star Island. HSI found this cell phone. Excerpts of the data. This data shows Twitter exhibits text to D-Rock, who says, we in security room. Owner, what does Shorty say? D-Rock says, Cass is calling studios looking for you. Owner, what did she say on the other thing? Act like I said I'm not messing with her. D-Rock said, okay. See, everything you think you're talking to D-Rock and he's helping you out. He's not helping you out. He's just gonna help Diddy gaslight you. All right? Owner asks, how is her eye? D-Rock says, I told everyone a fight broke out in the club. She ain't tripping. She ain't tell nobody. I'm going to call about you. Judge says, thank you. The government may call its next witness. Government calls Frank Piazza. Frank Piazza says he works in legal audio and video. So he's going to be analyzing video and audio and seeing how legal it is and how authentic it is. All right. So have you testified before? He says mostly criminal matters. I've also done some civil depositions. How long have you been a qualified expert? About 50 times. We moved to qualify Mr. Piazza as an expert. No objection. He's an expert. Okay. Government says, how many times have you worked for SDNY? 50 or 100 times. I'm going to skim right through this because this is a little bit boring, all right? So I do 75% defense work, blah, blah, blah. Have you analyzed cell phone videos and surveillance video before? Yes. This is a cell phone video that was shot on an iPhone 6, 30 frames a second. It was not edited or tampered with, I found. Did you reach a conclusion? Piazza says it's accurate. And the surveillance videos, there were issues. The clock was sent to play 30 frames per second, but it was 22 frames, so it played faster. We had to account for that. Okay, so Diddy wasn't running as fast as it looked down the hallway because it was recording at a faster frame rate than the video was. Something like that. The frame rates were different. When you speed it, the slower the frame rate, obviously, the slower the video. When you put a slower frame rate into a higher frame rate, it speeds up. You didn't know this. The static camera does not re-record a wall. It doesn't show each second. It's repeated. So they're finding flaws in the video, I guess. It says, did you see pixelation? Yes. Does it represent manipulation? No, you can choose motion activity. The cameraman turns on when there is motion. But it causes timestamp issues. Go back frame by frame. This seems to be a collision of two issues. Look at the male sitting down. There appears to be a ghost of a person. The motion activity begins to sense we have motion. Now there's a full figure in the frame. That file is corrupted. Did you make a compilation? Yes, the office requested it. There's edited to track movement of individuals inside events. Does it have different camera angles in it? Yes. How do you show that it changes? Black screen. Is this a compilation? Yes. It's the first 30 seconds of what's happening. The male is running down the hallway. He threw her down, dragged her on the screen. What did the man just do? Dragging the woman, holding a bag. How was he holding her? It appears to be a cell phone. Oh, no. What was he holding? A cell phone, glowing. So all they're doing is breaking down this video that was released to everybody. They break, they come back. All right, so let's do the cross-examination because the government's trying to solidify this video. Combs' lawyers are trying to get rid of this video. So he says, we are understanding the source of those surveillance videos. What is the source? It's a native system, Piazza says, so it's on property hard drive, right? How did they come to your possession? They were exported and transcoded. So like a lot of these surveillance systems, they have a cloud and they have a hard drive on the system. They have double encryption. I mean, double backups, okay? Who gave their surveillance video to you? The U.S. Attorney's Office, Piazza says. Combs' lawyer says, who gave it to them? I don't know. Then Diddy's lawyer says, did you say it was a cheap system? He says, I never said that. Let me show you the notes. Government says, this is only for the witness. Judge says, yes. Diddy's lawyer says, did you call it cheap? He says, I don't know when this document was created, but you thought the system was cheap? In a way. He says, let me play you 10:30:103. He says, what are the 2 minutes not shown? This is my corrected version, but there are a few issues what we cannot correct. The issue was buffering some of the time, and some portions were motion activated. Let's play again. The male coming into the elevator. Bank at 11:02, and then the timestamps are jumping around. On the video, it's being kicked on the ground. Piazza says it's constantly playing to catch up. It's playing catch up. So the system's so cheap that the timestamps are jumping because the motion keeps getting activated for the Diddy video. Play ahead, 11:11:28, Diddy's lawyer says. The female picks up the house phone. Some sort of cut. Can you explain? Can you back up and go frame by frame? Piazza says. This is the expert. He says, sure. But there is a male separated from her. Yes, the bag drop triggered it. 10-second difference. And then he says it's a programming problem on the video recording system. Let's watch it again. Did we see a jump in 10 seconds on the timestamp? He says yes. There was a 5-second offset between the two cameras. What you just showed? Okay, the female picks up the phone and the male walks away. Start again. Is this him walking away? He says yes. Play more. They're really trying to get this video out. Okay, it says, do you see any video reliability accurate on depicting what happens? He says yes. You may go, the judge says, before the next witness sidebar. So, like, really, honestly, you're not going to get this video thrown out. He kicked her. Like, come on. AUSA government calls Brianna Bongolin. What else are you called? Bana. What are you working? Fashion designer. What did Mr. Combs do to you? Held me over a 17th story balcony. Whoa. So the government calls this woman, and that's a designer, of a fashion designer, and Diddy threw almost, held her over a 17-story balcony. Any after effects? The government says, night terrors. I woke up in my sleep. Who is this? Shows a photo. It's Cassie, my friend. I met her in 2013. Young and Reckless, the streetwear company. Then at Diamond Designs. How would you describe Cassie's relationship with Mr. Combs? Volatile. I did not want to meet him right away. I'd seen a black guy. She begged me to meet him. Where did Mr. Combs live? I think in Beverly Hills. Combs, Nicole, Westmoreland. Objection. Okay, so Combs' lawyer is objecting to this. Then it says, do you know what the name of the street is? Mapleton 200. What did you do with Cassie? Drugs. And we go shopping. We hang out in Deontay and others. Is this a photo of you and Cassie shopping? Oh, yeah. Me in 2016. Puff texted Cassie, asked where she was, and sent a list of where she'd been. But damn. Had you or Cassie or Combs, have you or Cassie told Mr. Combs where you were? No. Government says, how did that make you feel? They object, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh my God, like he knows where you've been. And where would you sleep at Cassie's? On the couch or the balcony? On the balcony? Couch or balcony? Who would sleep on a balcony? Did Mr. Combs come over? Yes, he banged on the door and came in. Do you know how? I don't know. He was upset. He threw a knife in her direction, and she threw it back. He left swiftly. Were you doing drugs? She says, I don't remember. Did you call the police? No. Why not? I was scared. Did you see injuries on Cassie? She showed me on FaceTime before makeup for a perfect match. What did he say? What did she say? She was quiet. We were at a party, Blind Dragon, at a karaoke bar in West Hollywood, and then we went to Cassie's house to help her pack. Deontay was there. Puff came. Are you under subpoena? Yes. I won't get in trouble if I'm truthful, she says. Did Mr. Combs provide you drugs? Yes. Only was called G. I am not avid user. Ketamine, I guess? Marijuana and cocaine. That's what they would do. How often did you get drugs for Cassie, she says. Often. Those oxy pills. Did she pay you? Yes. So this woman's a drug dealer. Did you get drugs for Mr. Combs? Yes, once. Cocaine. Did you sell drugs for others? Two others. Yeah, sometimes. She's not a designer. She's a drug dealer. Did you try with Cassie to stop drugs? Yes, we tried to cook, but there were a lot of drugs around. Has Mr. Combs ever threatened you? Yes. Let me show you a photo from April 2016. Who's in it? This is a photographer who goes by the name of Bad Boy with an I. We thought he was cool. We thought he'd make some art. Puff came close to my face and said, I am the devil and I could kill you. And then she sobs a little bit. Were you taking drugs that day? Probably cocaine. Did you continue to see Mr. Combs after that? Yes. Why? I don't know. Did you tell the government about this threat in your first meeting? No. Why? Objection. They break. And we'll just come back and finish this. I mean, this is like... This is weird. It seems like he lifted her over the balcony because they were doing so many drugs with Cassie. And like he couldn't control Cassie with her around. That's what it looks like right here. Because that's what she gets into next. And then they might have another witness. We'll see. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you all. Check you on the next one.